And we hot.
Back in the studio.
Down here on the beautiful, icy cold Smith Lake. And it's been a cold one. Not sure exact date this is coming out, but we have had some weather. This morning, my camera took my picture walking across the power line going to that blind. It said 5 degrees.
I believe it.
Ground was hard as a brick. Now, amazingly, nearly 50 this afternoon when I went in.
Mm-hmm.
So the temperature did come up. Now, it was probably below freezing right after dark.
Yeah.
And it dropped fast as soon as the sun started going down because it's clear as a bell out there right now. I don't know where that terminology clear as a bell come from. I've never seen a clear bell.
No.
So, but I'm assuming this New Year's, we're going to do this will come out about New Year's. Happy New Year.
Yeah.
Woo-hoo. 2026.
Oh.
I don't know. Anyway, it'll be round about 2026 when this thing comes in. So we're just going to give a quick rundown. We're almost to all turkey talk. I know we got a lot of deer season left and don't think we won't be talking deer. It'll probably be a mix. It'll probably start out a little more deer, mix in a little turkey, and then the turkey will get more and more, and the deer will get less and less. And then I'd say somewhere around mid-January, unless something major happens in the deer woods, because we run, to February the 10th? Is that what it is, 8th, 10th?
10th.
For the state of Alabama, unless something major happens. Of course, my rut down where I hunt in Dallas County and you and Wedowee don't really kick in until around the 20th of January, but if something changes, we'll talk about it. But we're going to concentrate on turkeys somewhere soon. Turkeys. Listen, people, turkeys. That's right. It is almost time. Let me do that again. And I'm going to work on a better gobble. That is a turkey gobble, but it's
It's one of them old domesticated.
Yeah, probably is. I don't know.
We need that sound of thunder.
You know, I love wild turkey. Well, wild turkey gobbles. We know a man that likes wild turkey, though. I ain't going to call his name.
A little sweet and sour.
Oh, yeah. But, I thought we'd give a little update. It'll probably be, a couple weeks down the road, but I did manage to sneak out and pop me a buck the other evening.
Nice one.
It was not the other evening, the other morning. I got to work. I'll just tell a little story. My camera goes off. I go to work I get there around 7:30 in the morning. And I sat down, fired up the old computer, and I noticed I got a notification on my phone, one of my Moultrie cameras, which that's all I run. I think I got 10 of them out there. Not all of them's on fields. I got a couple for security, or at least one for security. And after season, I'll use another one guarding my little campground. I'm going to move one to the entrance of my property, too, since I found out I had somebody that was prowling around. I shouldn't say he wasn't there to steal nothing, but he was prowling. I'd like to know if somebody's walking around out there. But anyway, camera goes off, and I'm getting a cup of coffee and doing my morning thing, start on some emails, and I said, let me just pull that up. I pulled it up. It was a hoss. He was pretty good deer.
Niceston.
And I ain't gonna talk a whole lot about him, but if I get the opportunity to kill him, you'll get to hear all about him. But anyway, I saw that, and immediately my mind said he's daylighted. 7:30, basically in the morning, he's come through. Nose to the ground. I don't know what he was trailing. I know about an hour before that, I had a doe walk right up through there. So if he was cold trailing, I've seen it happen before. They can cold trail that far behind a deer.
Oh, yeah.
So that's possibly what it was. He was not eating. I've got a couple of other videos of him, and all you anti-corn people, this deer don't eat corn. I've seen him peck at the grass, but he ain't eating no corn. He don't go to that feeder. Matter of fact, I got one.
He's into porn
of him
corn.
In the wee hours this morning as he come through the field. I sent you that one.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I've got him. He come on around and walks right past the feeder and goes right on around that corner up through there and up the hill. Never stopped. Ain't putting his nose down. I've got the great Hunter's All Game sprinkled out. I've got Hunter's All Game mineral lick. He walked right through it. That deer is on a mission. He ain't studying nothing.
No corn, all porn.
So anyway, that's right. So anyway, I'm going, he's daylighted. So immediately I have to go in the front office and go, look, I'm probably going to have to get out of here about 2:00 today.
Something came up.
Yeah. I said, this deer, and Shelby's married my son. So she kind of understands, and it don't really matter. You own the doggone company. If I have to be there, I'll be there.
Tell them they give you a paycheck. You'll show up more.
So I said, I'm going to try to get out of here about 2. And I did. About 10 after 2, I blowed out of there. And let me tell you, everything that could go wrong trying to get home, I said, I can be there by 3:00. You know where I was at 3:00?
Good hope.
Good Hope.
I seen it on Facebook after you told me that.
I did not know there was a big time wreck, and I hate it. I think there was a fatality. So the interstate was shut down, but I didn't have my GPS on. I'd have got off at 299
right
or Colony and could have come right on around. Well, I didn't know exactly. I didn't know what all was wrong with the wreck. So, Anthony makes it to Good Hope, and I jump off and I said, man, everybody was coming. I guess they were going around it, and I couldn't see how I was going to turn left and go back through Good Hope by the elementary school, all through there and come out. So I turned right. I said, I'll just run on down there and hit 222.
You should have made the left at Hardy's at the red light. That brought you right over to 222 by Love's.
Well, it wouldn't have mattered.
It was that backed up.
It was backed up. They were backed up, turning right on the 222 as far as I could see back toward Walmart. Nobody could turn left. So guess what I did? I made a U-turn up through the trailer sales parking lot, hit every traffic light, and then it's still backed up. I had it seemed like an hour wait, probably wasn't 6-7 minutes getting to the lights. But when I finally got over the interstate, it opened up. I show up 3:30, I guess, right in there somewhere, 3:35. Of course, gun's in the truck. This time of the year, I don't take it out. And I had my hunting jacket. I was going to hunt a blind, so it really didn't matter about, camouflage. I did worry about smell a little bit, but the wind was pretty right. It was southwest, good wind right for looking that direction. And just about 4:00, I don't know what I was doing. I was fiddling around, looking down. I looked up, and there was a buck standing there. I remember this was Friday evening, right? Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
He moved. He had his head down when I just saw deer. Then he picked his head up, and I saw horns. I said, oh, that's him. Well, I'm not studying him. It wasn't him. But anyway, I got the gun up. Well, this is how close to 4:00 it was. He had walked on off the hill. I thought he went down the bank, crossed the road. But he had went over to the left. There's some big trees. About that time, the feeder goes off. And that joker, he was off over there to the left where I couldn't see him. And it scared him. And he shot up through the woods the direction he came. And I was on the gun, but there wasn't no shot. He got it through there so quick. And then I kind of followed him through the thick brush until I couldn't see him no more. And I did see a deer right at dark, just legs and a body. Probably him. Next morning, though, I'm there way 5:45. I'm going to try to get in there at black dark because I'm thinking it's the big boy.
Mm-hmm.
And I think me and you looked at the game camera picture and decided that wasn't him that night, but the other one's daylight. And so I get in there, and it wasn't even 7:00, I don't think. I was sitting there, and I look over my shoulder. I'm going to set that blind up different. If it wasn't so much trouble, I'd go ahead and change it now, but I'm afraid it would peek a deer. They'd know something. I'm going to turn it to where I can see out of it's one of those Rhino 180s, I think. Anyway, and I'm going to turn it I'm going to do it this way where I can look down toward the feeder and then back up the field. Anyway, I've got the back window kind of open, and of course it's got that mesh material, and I look and I see horns coming over the rise. I'm going, oh my God, it's going to happen. And as he walked on out, he stopped, and I said, that's the one from yesterday. Well, he stood there. Well, my gun is sitting in that tripod clamped in looking the other way. So I'm going, well, I ain't going to say what I said, but it started with an S. I got to do something. I've got to get this gun out and get turned around and out this window. Well, as I'm doing that, I hear a car coming. Now, you got to understand, this is a little pie-shaped piece of property, and there's a road on both sides of it. And I get the gun out. As the car comes by, a car truck, I can't remember, he spooks him a little bit. I don't know why they worry. They've grown up with this traffic.
Mm-hmm.
But he goes across the field. He's still behind me. And he stands at the edge, and I'm thinking, all right, I'm going to pull that screen down, get my barrel through there, and I can pop him. Well, by the time I start that, he goes on into the woods. Then it ain't much woods, It's just a little scope between the power line and the road. So now I've got to open my door, and it's got these. I hate them. They're clips, and they clip over the little bar. Why they didn't put magnetic closures on it, I don't know. Stupid. I hate it. It's hard to open and close when you get in and you get out. Anyway, I snapped one down, and I peeked through, and I can see him standing there, and he's looking over the bank, like back down toward the lake. And I'm thinking he's fixing to go off that bank. He may have turned and come on to me, but he's standing broadside, and he ain't 20, 25 yards at the most. And I said, I'm at a high enough elevation. There is a house back off that way, but it would have went way over the house if I'd have missed and probably landed in the lake. But anyway, I just eased the gun out that little crack of the hole where I'd undone that little clip, and pushed it down enough that the barrel kind of held it down, and got the scope on him. Of course, I'm having to freehand it, which ain't no big deal at 20 yards. And apparently, I don't know if he saw a little bit of movement, that barrel coming out, or he was just looking, how they look anyway. Half the time you think they're looking at you and they're not. Anyway, he turned his head and was looking, and he didn't have time to blink. I shot, deer disappeared, and I said, he's got to be dead right off the edge. So I didn't even, there ain't no waiting. If he's dead in the road, you got to do something, So I just stepped on out, eased over there where he was standing, and I'm telling you, there was 5 gallons of blood right there. And I eased over the bank. It's about a 10, 12-foot drop, and he's laying in the ditch. I think his back leg kicked once or twice. He wasn't getting up. And I go, holy crap. How am I going to get this deer in the back of my truck? I had so much trouble with that one last year. And now this truck's even higher than that truck.
Mm-hmm.
I thought, well, I can get Rebecca. You were hunting.
I was working.
Oh, you was working. There wasn't no getting you. When I need you, where are you at? You ain't around. So anyway, I go, well, wait a minute. I got a tractor.
Take a Kubota ride.
What the heck am I doing? I can just lay that bucket down and roll him over in it. So I jump out and run down to the shop, back my truck up, open the door, crank the old Kubota up, ease her down the road, run right up to him, throw him in the bucket, and off we go. Yeah. Pound Kubota ride, or not pound. What is it called? Hashtag.
Yeah.
When I was growing up, that was a pound sign, you youngsters. When I was a cashier, you hit that, and that's how you weighed your bananas.
Was there one of them on that the rotary phones? Was there a pound on that?
Yeah, but it was down there with 0.
Okay, I couldn't remember. I remember my granny having one of those.
You never had one?
Mm-mm.
I grew up with the rotary phone. God, you ever tried calling radio station? Big call number 9. You take your finger and you'd push it back and go, zzz.
Oh, you do.
You try to make
manually.
it go back. Zzz. There wasn't no quick way. But anyway, so I get him back in there, and me and you were talking, and I go, you know what? I can get a doe. It's still doe season. I guess it was doe season.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Saturday it came back in.
So it was cold. It was a good cold morning. I just rolled him on into shop. I went back and set another. I set till what, about 9-ish, 9:30, and I text my uncle, and he said, where are you going to carry him to? And I said, Weavers. That is the place to carry them in Coleman, around this part of the area. This area, I think they're in Morgan County or something, right? Anyway,
Fallboy area.
and I had looked at them and I didn't pay no attention. And he texted me back and he said, they close at 12 on Saturday. I said, I did not.
I didn't know that either.
And if I got there after 12, I was going to have to gut him. And I'm going to set something up in that shop. I've got everything to do it. I'm going to just buy me a little electric hoist.
Electric winch.
And bzzz, I'm going to mount me a bar across right there where the tractor is and get me a gut bucket, because
I got it.
you know what they charge? You know what they charge to field dress a deer?
50 to 75.
No, the field dress 35. Cut the head off by the time, they charge cut the head off. So, yeah, I got about an extra $50 in that. But anyway, I said, well, crap, I'm going to call it, because, I hadn't seen anything else. So I get him, Rebecca comes up and takes a couple of pictures. And I was really hoping to get some pictures of me in the field with him or in the woods and that kind of thing. But nah, I got a picture of me and him in the
truck,
in the bucket, and me and him in the truck. So carried him up to Weavers, go in. He said, what do you want done? I told him. He said, how you want, or I said, I got to get him, he needs to be gutted and head cut off. And he said, how you want your meat? I said, give me the back straps whole, because I'm going to roll them in bacon and I'm going to smoke them whole on the grill. Maybe split it open, put me some jalapenos and cream cheese.
That's the way I like doing it.
So anyway, I said, back straps whole, inside tenderloins whole. And I said, make snack sticks out of the rest of it. I said, make me half in regular, half in jalapeno
and
cheddar. And he kind of looked at me. I said, that's what I said. He said, all right, sounds good to me. And so I will have some snack sticks.
They make the best.
Well, between you and my uncle, y'all hoard them things. You're like a drug dealer. You pass out one little pack of them. See what you think of this. Oh, I loved them. Well, you don't hear nothing else out of either one of them. Like, hey, I got you a little sack full.
Made me feel bad. We left 2 packs at Steve's. We'd ate them on the way home.
Yeah. I mean, sure you could have thrown a pack in your truck on the way over here after hunting.
They would have stayed frozen.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Be fine. But anyway, he was a 8-point, believe it or not. He was missing a brow tine, or he'd have been a 9-point. So he had 4 on the right with no brow tine and 4 on the left, counting the brow tine. Now, I'm not nothing special, but
nice deer.
As you know, I'm not. Listen, I'd love to kill big deer, but that ain't why I hunt. I even on my post, I think I said that. I mean, if all I'm after is inches, I'll just quit hunting.
Mm-hmm.
I would say something else, but children listen. But anyway, so he's at the processor and his head's in the freezer. I'll scull him out. Do something. So we got that. That's done. Still after that one, the bigger one. Got plenty of hogs going on down at Dallas County. me and you may have to just make a trip down there. Maybe you said you're not working Christmas week. We're recording this before Christmas for everybody just to know.
Just a week prior to the week before Christmas.
What about New Year's week? You working? I mean, I won't be here. I mean, you're not working right before Christmas.
Mm-mm.
And then you're not going to work New Year's. It sounds like 2 weeks to me. Must be nice. That's all I can say. I mean, what we could do, we can make a run, go down Saturday evening. We don't have to get there till late. We can get up Saturday morning, and either we can go both set in the blind, that one blind where all the hogs was, or what?
Take that with us.
Yeah.
If we go.
Yeah, we can do that. We could both get in the blind and pop them, or we could split up, and you get in the blind because it's easy for me to show you where that is, and I could go on down and get in the tripod in case they come that way. But either or, we'll see what they do the rest of this week. But if they're there every evening, I mean, we could, I don't know. We'll just have to watch the cameras. But I have got a hog issue down there.
Mm-hmm.
Thank God it's not on my personal property. This is on our leased land. But there is some pigs. I'll try to throw a picture or two up these pigs. So, I mean, there's a bunch of them. So I'm expecting that one feeder to get tore slap up. They've done got it rooted up so bad. It's so muddy under it. God almighty. Y'all will see it. I'll put it up sometime or another. It'll be up before this podcast comes out.
Hopefully it'll go up when we got a couple of pictures with them.
So, what you got going? That was my week, my only deer I've killed this year. I still need to lay a doe or two down.
Absolutely. Yep. I think I got to hunt this morning. Had a little bit of chasing going on. Dump truck messed me up. It's always fun hunting close to the county roads. You never know what's going to come down through there. Typically,
I was going to say, I mean, you can't sit there on the road with a gun barrel stuck out the window and not expect a car to come by.
It was cold this morning. But when I first started hunting that spot, it was so thick you couldn't even see the county road. So I didn't know that it ran at that hard of an angle. But really, I mean, it's not that far. When the dump truck come through there and run all the deer off, I could see the driver sitting in there with my binoculars. It's a red dump truck.
I do that. I'll hear a car coming. But this morning, let me tell you what went on this morning. Of course, it was garbage day.
Yep.
But the deer used to, I'm not worried about the garbage truck. But a bucket truck comes down through over there, headed off to the lake. Then he comes back out. He's gone for 10 or 15 minutes. Here he comes back, and they got one of these giraffes with him. I'm going, what the hell are you people doing? Don't you know I'm up here hunting? I was waiting for him to stop right there because that power pole was right there by that feeder. I was just waiting. I thought, man, y'all gonna get shot. Of course, ain't nothing I can do about it. And I just get out and I guess make an early morning, been done. So you got him chasing over there. That night kill he was stinking. He wasn't really swelled up. He was a little swollen, but I'm telling you, his hocks, he was stinking. God, he stunk. So maybe his meat won't be too tainty.
Yeah.
The other one, if I kill the other one, I ain't worried about his meat anyway. I just like killing.
He'll be rutted up. He'll be rutted up hard.
Oh, yeah. 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 I was looking. He just don't look like a super old deer, but man, he's a good one.
Yeah.
I mean, maybe it's just the way he looks. I don't know. So you got deer chasing. You had them chasing this morning?
Yeah, heard a couple grunts and woods was getting tore up. I thought I was getting real close when
Why didn't you kick that back door open?
I should have. I should have pulled one of my turkey hunting stuff.
Yeah, I mean, you should have thrown that door open.
I mean, I've shot left-handed, backwards, upside down.
Out wind. Oh no, we can't now. Out of the back of the truck.
But I I killed a buck out of that same spot a couple years ago. It was right at daylight, and a doe come barreling straight toward me. And by the time, I mean, it was so early, I could barely see her till she got right there. She shoots by, and here comes a buck. I never had time to even get ready. And he went up there. For some reason, they messed up. She stopped up on the bank. He stopped up there with her. I got up, turned around, got on a knee, and looked out the window. And he was up there just standing like a statue, and he got shot in the throat.
Who shot him?
Me.
You? Well,
backwards, out the window backwards. I should have got up and turned around this morning.
You should have.
But when them deer was coming up the left, I mean, I thought they were going to come, because one deer did pop up, but I think it was that little old button. I think he was just scared. He didn't want nothing to do with that deal there.
What is going on down there? Big Daddy's in there.
Because, he's there 2 or 3 times a day, and he didn't even check up to eat. He went to hack and got the heck out of there.
I don't want to see Mama raped.
But then, Mama's dead.
Oh.
She crossbow got her.
Oh, okay. That was the one.
He's been there every day since she's been gone.
But that's probably good.
Well, they say if you kill
the mama, because they run them off.
Because they run them off, so they can't inbreed. Yeah. So, no chance of that. Hopefully, he'll stay around until he's about a 10 or 12, twice a day. That'd be good. But then I could hear him running in the right, and doe pops up about 20 yards, and she's sitting there looking back, nervous, looking back, and I could still hear him running down there. I thought, they're going to come out right here at 20. And all of a sudden, air brakes. I said, dog, man, I just seen flags going everywhere. I'm not exactly sure how many deer was down in there, but there were several. I just seen white flags going everywhere. And then that ended my morning. I stayed for another 2.5 hours, never seen any more movement. And then it was time to do work, because that's one thing sweet about that big feeder I got. It's got that sight glass, and my camera's pointed at, so I know kind of when I need to fill it up. And I've only put corn one time since July, and I only added 100 pound that time. Well, I couldn't see it, so I stopped back up on corn, went down there to fill it up, and it had just V'd. It was still over half full, so. But I got it all topped back off, so it'll be good for another 3 or 4 months. So
3 or 4 months.
400 pounds.
Oh, that's right. Y'all don't hunt turkeys over there. So that's pushing turkey season.
Yeah.
Y'all still giving them. Well, they disappear anyway. They don't spring too much on y'all, I don't think.
They made back in there where I had them all over me a couple weeks ago.
Yeah, but didn't you and Jamie decide y'all weren't going to hunt that?
Yeah, we were going to try to wait till we've got at least, several gobblers on each side on camera, because we run cameras for the turkeys all year down there. But
come mine will run. I fill them up. They don't hold but 150 pounds, so I'll fill them up right there the mid to end of January, and they'll run. They'll be out well before turkey season.
Oh yeah,
I might go down there and even supplement a little bit, in February, just to give them something to eat. Because it's the end of March for season comes in anyway here in Alabama for turkey season. Speaking of turkey season, it is time. We have got to apply for our Illinois tags.
I've done got us a group number assigned for us.
Oh, have you?
Yeah.
Okay, I got to get that. So I'm glad you said that, because I would have logged in, probably got us a group number. And after the fiasco of last year, having to...
God, I was in Tennessee, and me and we stayed on the phone.
Well, here's the deal. And we may have talked about it before or not, but all right, we're down to the last day. At midnight it ends. It's like 10 o'clock at night. We're on the phone trying to get these tags applied for. We don't know if we're going to get drawn.
And we're states apart.
Yeah. And we're on the phone and we're doing our thing. Okay. So we get that done. And sure enough, we get drawn, of course, because we had a great turkey season and hunt. Every hunt was a good hunt up there for me. I mean, I just enjoyed this beautiful woods They take care of their national forests a lot better in Illinois than they do here in Alabama. But, we get up there. We're all sitting around, going to have dinner with our legacy buddies. And they're talking about tags.
They're getting them out of envelopes.
Yeah.
What is that?
Whoa. Wait a minute. We ain't got no tags. You ain't got no tags. You ain't got no hunting. What?
We're like, we got our license. Y'all sure? I'm like, yeah, they're right here.
Yeah. Got the license, but I ain't got no tag. Which is, come on, Illinois, let's get with the program. You get us some electronic tags. I mean, good Lord. It's 21st century.
Those are the sticky ones with like a wristband for a nightclub.
How do you know that?
Because I got to see other people's. Ours was index.
So we're in there talking, and it's like, y'all need to get down yonder to the, well, actually, it was a marina where they sold hunting license, and we rolled in and see if we could get us a tag. No, we can't get no tag. And then we had to make the call you don't want to make.
Boy, that was tough. Somehow I got volunteered for that.
We're going to have to talk to the game warden and see what can be done. And if nothing could be done, we were going to have to drive Springville, or what's it called? We got to drive somewhere.
We got to drive to the state capital
of Illinois,
Springfield.
Yes, I knew it was spring something. So we're gonna miss another day of hunting.
And it was
we're already a day late,
2.5 hours away.
Yeah,
or something. It was pretty good.
So we're gonna have to go and try to get replacement tags from them.
And they don't open till 8:30 or 9.
So we talked to one game warden, and he's more of a Marine, I think, guy. Mm-hmm. And then he was going to talk to his counterpart that roams the woods and make sure you're in compliance, which we were not going to be. Mm-mm. So we head back to our little hacienda on the hill, and your phone begins to ring because you left your number. And I start hearing yes, sir, and yes, sir, and yes, sir, and this and that. And we explain that we didn't get any tags in the mail. And to be quite honest, with the Postal Service does suck.
Especially out where we live.
Yeah. And we were in the same group.
Yeah.
So it all worked out to where he told us what to do.
He was confused because he pulled us up and he goes, yeah, I mean, y'all got drone right here. Yeah. It is. I mean, he could tell us everything. He knew we were legal.
Yeah. He knew we were legal.
He knew the tags off our tag numbers for our tags.
Well, I think they were on our license anyway, were they not?
No, but they were on the tags that supposedly got sent. Yeah. But, yeah, he hooked us up.
So he told us, he said, just go get some index cards, write all this down, all that information. He didn't tell us to weatherproof them, but we did.
We laminated
them, and he said, when you get them, put them around the turkey's leg like normal, and if another game warden checks you, you make, and he don't know, but he was going to talk to his other compadres around there. You have them call me, and we tell him for sure, and we'd let you know how we went, because this was what I thought was cool. We want you guys to have a good experience up here hunting.
Yeah, that's what he said.
A lot of times you get. He could have been. He could have been a butthole.
Us to drive to Springfield.
He could have said, "Sorry, boys.
Yep,
you're gonna have to drive to Springfield. You dumb rednecks from Alabama."
I tell you what helped. He said he appreciated us giving him a heads up.
Right,
and he said it would have been a whole lot worse on you guys if we'd have met in the field.
Right, and we had to explain it. Now, he would have pulled us up, and they would have saw we had them, but it's still, you can't hunt. You have to have the tags on you. Mm-hmm. And I understand why, because if you get out of them woods and you ain't punched your tag, there's a lot of people that'll just pretend like they didn't kill one and go back and hunt.
Well, you breast a bird and...
Well, that's what I'm saying. If your tag's not punched, then you still got a bird to kill. Mm-hmm. So he appreciated our honesty, and honesty is the best policy 99.9% of the time.
Yeah.
Maybe 99.99% of the time. But anyway, so we thanked him and said, we'll let you know regardless one way or the other if we kill turkeys.
Mm-hmm.
And you killed your bird. And then the next day, I think it was the next day, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I got mine, and then we met up for breakfast, and we were packed up, ready to go. We cleaned my bird on the tailgate.
I texted him like I told him.
Texted him like he told you, and then he called. Did he not call, or you call him? Y'all talked.
I think we text because he didn't have great service out there. And I think we text all the way to Nashville.
Yeah.
Real nice guy.
Super nice guy. Super nice guy. But
the first one was too.
So here is my advice to anybody. If you're 100% legal and you're not trying to be illegal, and something has messed up, you forgot your tags, you didn't get your tags,
a state that you're supposed to print your tags.
Yeah. Call the game warden and be honest and upfront. Now, you may have a different experience than we did, but until I have a bad experience, I'm going to tell you do the right thing. Could we have we didn't see any game wardens in the woods. We didn't see anything like that. We could have hunted and went out of there like nothing. But I know my luck.
Well, if we wouldn't have had friends there that was holding tags,
we would have been.
We would have never known.
Yeah.
Me and you just hit the woods because it was on our phone.
Yeah.
So,
And I've deer hunted up there, and I know you got physical tags you put around the horns.
Right.
So anyway, that's our Illinois story last year, and it worked out great. It really did. Like I said, super nice guy, wanted us to have a good time, appreciated us being honest, appreciated us following back up with him.
Mm-hmm.
So I just thought it was all in all a great experience, and that's one of the reasons I'm going back this year.
Absolutely.
What else we got? So we got those tags, and then after New Year's,
we got to apply for Iowa. Missouri's over the counter,
right?
And then I
may still go ahead and buy my Missouri if I can get them online. Not wait till we're in Missouri. I think we can do that, can't you?
Well, listen, I haven't hunted up there in a long time, but it used to be tags. Like when you went to know what I mean? They printed them out. I believe they were sticky.
Okay.
But we had an archery shop in that town where I guided hunts at. So when everybody come in town, we'd tell them, don't even get your license. They would come in. We'd take them to the archery shop. They would hand them their license. We'd go ahead and get them to shoot their bows while they were there. We'd put a little money up and shoot at the steel target, see how many arrows we could blow up, who'd get the closest. But back then, they printed them. So I don't know now. We'll have to check that. They might even have an app now. They didn't then.
Well, let's see. I've got Iowa on here. I haven't even looked for Missouri. So I don't think I have Missouri on here yet. No, I don't.
No, because we didn't need to put in no preference points. I should have a conservation ID number with Missouri.
Yeah, you do.
So, because I bought license.
Oh, you should. Yeah,
two years in a row.
I don't.
Yeah. Well, that part's kind of cool, and maybe not for the residents, but if you're an out-of-state guiding in Missouri, you just have to possess a license and a tag for that season. Like I had to have a rifle tag during rifle season. I had to have an archery tag during archery season. But if you're a resident there and you guide, it costs you like $1,500 a year. You have to have a guide license.
Really? It looks like all they got's a website.
Okay. Yeah. Come on, Midwest.
Yeah, y'all got to, come on now, people.
Indiana didn't have one either, did they?
No. Michigan don't have one. Do they?
I don't know. I need about 4 or 5 different translators for Michigan just to figure out when turkey season is actually open and where we're at and when. Like, I think we're going to have to call up there and talk to a game warden or something.
I guess so.
Me and you, we looked for 3 hours on
I had it figured out, but I don't know. It's crazy. I don't know if we'll make it to.
It's like foreign language.
Well, I'm on their Department of Conservation, but I don't see anywhere anything that says licenses. Hunting, trapping, fishing. CWD. Oh, spring turkey managed
What
hunts.
state are you on? Missouri.
I was just scanning through here.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's results. I don't know. I'll look deeper. I know we're in the middle of that. Well, telecheck your game. That tells me you're not. Well, you might just see.
Might be like our original.
All right.
one
It
was.
says on turkey. This was probably last year. You have until 10 p.m. on the day taken to check your turkey. During checking, hunters will be asked age, sex of their turkey, monitoring the age, sex, Hunters may also submit feathers as part of a research project. So, it says, I was going to see if you can telecheck. No, there it is. Telecheck your turkey. They got, how to tell a gobbler from a hen. Let me tell you, if you're out hunting turkeys and you can't tell a gobbler from a hen, please don't go out and hunt turkeys. You have no business in the turkey woods. Anyway, all right, so I will get into that, but later on. So once we kind of know our Missouri, Iowa dates. We just need to sit down now with a calendar and decide. Well, we'll see. We'll be Missouri, Iowa till the 25th of April. And then we'll come home. There's just not time, I don't think, to turn around and go to Indiana. Well, I had to find out Indiana season, but it's going to be somewhere around the April 20th. And then we're going to go back to Illinois. Didn't we go to Indiana before Illinois?
Mm-hmm.
They have an out? You found an out?
Just this year.
Oh, okay. So anyway, Missouri, y'all on top of it. Take back what I just said. So
Thank you.
Missouri does have an app if you're planning on hunting Missouri for turkeys this year. So maybe if you hunted deer, you might already know that. So anyway, I don't know if they have the turkey seasons up already. Maybe they do. I don't know. I don't think we could apply for Iowa till January though, right?
No.
Okay. So as you can tell, we're not thinking a whole lot about deer much anymore. Oh, did you see my picture? Hung it up over there.
Yeah, looks good.
Yeah. So
See, that one's back up with a screw.
I put a screw in it. I said, screw it. It's not going to fall off. I don't think that don't bother you, does it? It's okay.
Oh, no. You can barely sit up in there anyway.
Yeah. Kind of blends.
I got one just like it.
Oh, do you?
Hmm?
Okay.
Yeah, when you're dead, I want to be able to show people.
Well, hell,
Hey,
when I'm dead, you come get it.
I guess I just come hook to the whole building and drag it to the house.
I guess all that's be yours. Well, I mean, what makes you think I'm going to die first, though?
That's true.
I mean,
Oh, I need to send a shout out to Miss Glenda Green that makes all the, the satchels and stuff.
Yeah, yeah.
You know my little turkey seat that I take in the woods with me? She made.
Oh, yeah.
The inner tube.
Yeah, mm-hmm.
Took it this evening and stuck it in my shooting house. My little bony tush felt so good all evening.
I was
left
thinking,
it right there.
I bought this big old thick one.
You bought a double somewhere
Remember?
where we're at.
It's in my shop, and I was sitting in that stupid chair, and it's mesh, and my butt was so cold. I'm going, less than 100 yards away from me, there's a warm cushion.
Yep.
So next time I go in there and hunt, I'm going to take that up there and leave it in the chair. And I've got another one of those chairs I need to carry and put in another different blind. So what else we got going on? T-shirts. Hey, we got T-shirts left. So you guys, you need a Meeting Two podcast T-shirt, turkey themed. What is it? Gobble smacked.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know why I forgot that. I wouldn't thought it up. Sometimes I think it said gobbler, but it really says gobble smacked, and it's got a big old turkey head on it. $25 a piece. If you got somebody in your life that turkey hunts, you like to turkey hunt, message us, call us. We'll get them in the mail to you. You can Venmo me or Dustin probably. We'll get payment You can come by here and pick them up. You let Dustin know, he'll have some at his house, and he can get them to you. He'll meet you at the store. He'll leave them at the store. He can do all kinds of stuff.
Meet you at the crossroads.
So, let's get those things bought. We're not trying to make a living off these shirts. It's just to help pay for our podcast equipment, our subscriptions. Trust me, it sure ain't gonna help us on our turkey hunting. So we're just trying to cover a little cost, because we've up to now don't have any sponsors or do commercials or that kind of thing. So once we start doing that, then, well, I'll just say it. If you want a spot on the show, you let us know, but you can't put any demands or say you can't say this or that or do this or that, because that ain't the way it's going to happen. We're not in this thing to get rich by no means. Matter of fact, we're so deep in the hole right now. we have to shine a light up just to see out. So Miss Green took care of you, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Your butt stayed warm. You've lost so much weight. Have you noticed that?
It wouldn't have warmed. My butt hurts. You
got old bony, your butt bone.
That's where all the fat went come off there first, and so my butt hurts. So
what about being cold? Have you noticed you're colder?
I sit with an electric throw all night, every night now, like an old person.
Dustin, I don't even do that.
I don't know. Maybe.
Now, grant you, I'm still between 180 and 185. I need to drop about 7 pounds or so. I'm not even going to try to worry about it till after Christmas. So, and then I'm gonna get, either you're gonna have to order the crap for me, or I'm gonna have to get the stuff so I can get it ordered in, because I'm gonna go that route. It looks like. But anyway, what else we got? We'll have whatever we're going to call our Turkey Fest. Might be called Turkey Fest. I don't know. It's coming up. It'll be around the first week of March when we're 100% sure. What did we say? March 7th right now? Something like that.
Mm-hmm.
Advance Outdoors. If you're interested in being a vendor, if you got an organization, conservation organization, you do something, I think we need to talk to the North Alabama Outdoor Sportsmen. I'm sure they'll want in on it.
Mm-hmm.
There'll be food trucks. I don't know how many, but it's going to be a goblin fun time. You like that? Goblin fun time. Yeah, I don't know. That was stupid. But anyway, 2026 is here.
Pretty much. Right.
Well, it will be when this comes out. So
yeah.
I don't know. Anything else? You got anything?
Yeah, I think.
We're going to be a little less than an hour tonight. That's one of our shorter ones. So anyway, Happy New Year. Hope everybody's had a successful deer season so far. If you turkey hunt, I know you're sitting on pins and needles right now, because as the closer we get to the end of deer season is the closer we are to the beginning of turkey season. I even heard Alex and Nick talking. They're fixing to switch over from the Talk About It Outdoors podcast to the Caller series. I'm not a big, caller competition deal. I probably won't listen I listen to every one of them, but if it's just results and stuff from contests, I generally blow right on through it. I did not appreciate that young buck making a comment on last week's, not this week's podcast, but this is he made a comment about it must not have been too much of a drag on your deer if my help got it out. So, I may just have to slap the old boy around next time I see him. Not Nick. Can't slap Nick around. Nick's a big boy. Plus, Nick's salt of the earth. Alex, I don't know about. He's more pepper. Anybody with a mullet, you can't trust them.
Ain't no doubt.
What else you got? Anything?
Not that I can think of.
Well, all right. I guess, like I said, Happy New Year. Be safe out there. If you're still climbing trees, wear your safety harness, your lifeline. Just, pay attention. If you're done, like I'm not, but I have already get my calls out. So it's time to start practicing, getting ready. Make those sweet purrs. I'm going to try to learn to gobble, even though I've never used it turkey hunting. But
I seen where Mr. Russell Andrews
he's got his
gobbler
own
call out.
He's actually got a gobbler call.
Yep.
So anyway, we'll try to get Russell back on here. We've got a lot of things in the works as far as coming up on turkey season. So y'all just get ready. It's going to be a fun one between now and May.